CoastLife, when most people think of birding, they think of the spring months, the warmer months, but actually some of the magical moments happen during the winter time. And in honor of this month being National Bird Month, we are here with tour expert, birding expert, and tour operator Jim Rapp. Jim, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you today, Kendall?
Doing great. We are out here on Oyster Rocks Road, and tell me a little bit why you chose this area in particular.
So one nice thing about this spot is, for one, we've got nice stable ground. We're not out in the muddy marsh. Yes. A little chilly today, no wind, which is good. But we've got the Broadkill River. We've got beautiful marsh, all part of this Oyster Rocks Preserve, and then trees all around it. So already today, we've been seeing ducks on the water.
Yes.
2 species of raptors, bald eagles and northern harriers flying in the marsh, perched in the trees. And then there's certainly other birds we're not seeing yet, but I just like to stand down here. Some days I'll come here for an hour and wait to see what comes by. And it's amazing how many species you'll see just standing in this one spot.
For sure. I mean, like you said, we've already seen so many species so far, just the bald eagles. It's so cool. So why is the winter month such a special and often overlooked time for birding?
So I think when people, like you mentioned a minute ago, when people think of birding or migration, they think spring, like, oh, the birds come back in the spring, or they go south in the spring. Well, we are the south for a lot of birds that nest in the north. So the big group of birds we want to see this time of year are waterfowl. Again, most people know goose or duck, but if you go out with a field guide or on a tour or with other birders, you can quickly, if you hit different habitats, ocean, the bay, marshes, you can get 25 or 30 species of waterfowl, from the little tiny buffleheads we've been seeing out here this morning to snow geese, which we get a lot here in the wintertime, to great big tundra swans. And I think about the diversity within that group of birds. And they all eat different things, they live in different habitats. It's really fun to get out there and explore them.
That is really fun, especially because you're kind of learning as you're doing it too. And like you said, most of the time I'll look at a duck and be like, oh, that's a duck.
That's right.
Oh, that's a goose.
That's how it starts.
But then there's just so many different species within the ducks and the geese that you can learn about. So that's awesome that you guys do that.
And I think it's an undersold season around here. You know, we don't have a lot of winter sports under the Delmarva, right? People that like skiing or other things, but birding really is a thing that, for us, it's our busy season because there's not a lot else to do. We're all waiting for the beach, right? We love our beaches. So winter's, like you said, a magical time of year to go birding.
Yes, for sure. And like you said, it just gets you outside, more outdoors, which might be some of your New Year's resolutions. Stepping into this new season, if you want a new hobby to pick up, birding is an excellent one, because we were talking about this a little bit too, Jim. It's also very grounding too. So what are some other things that you feel and experience while you're out here birding?
The great connection to, I know a lot of your viewers are into wellness and health. I mean, I have a friend of mine, Holly Merker, who coined the term ornithotherapy, because there is a grounding to being out here, being quiet, listening, paying attention to the sights and the sounds. You find yourself like your breathing slows down. You're focusing on other things. You're not on a screen. You're outside. Even on a chilly day, you're getting fresh air and sunlight. So there's all these benefits to it. And exercise. You're walking. You're hiking. I don't go out in my kayak in the wintertime, but when the spring comes, I love birding and kayaking, even right here in Oyster Rocks on the Broadkill. So it's got lots of different things that are good for all of us, things we need in these hectic lives we lead. And then there's the pure, simple thing, they bring us joy. I think we all need more of that in our lives. And so I know every bird I've ever seen, been doing this for 35 some years, there's so much joy in birding. Every time I go out, there's joy in doing it with other people, on my own. I just love all of it. Yes,
it's a great way to connect. You're really enhancing your senses because you're not just looking at the birds, you're listening for them too. And then I know you also offer bird tours. So how long have you been doing that for, and what are some of the benefits of it?
When we started the Delmarva birding 30 years ago, it was sort of an idea. We thought this was going to happen. Well, now I see it every day. People coming in, especially my friends in Philly and DC, they love to come out on the weekend, get on a boat in Lewis and head out to the breakwaters, because out there we're getting the ducks, we get seals now. I think it's one of the things that my favorite thing to hear on the tours we do is that I had no idea. I had no idea these animals were here. I had no idea it was so much fun. I had no idea I'd meet so many nice people. So it's all good. Yes,
that's awesome. And then 30 years, that's a long time to be doing this. How have you seen the birding species evolve over time in this area?
Another good point. I mean, there are birds that, some birds I remember seeing more of when I was younger that aren't here as much anymore, although there's efforts to bring them back. But there's birds too that, I'll give you an example. Even here in the winter we can see them. there's a bird called a white ibis. If you ever go to Florida in this time of year, they're on golf courses. They're white. They have pink legs, big curved pink bill. They're now nesting in this area, like on the Delmarva. And so that's a bird that wasn't here when I started birding, and now I've been on right here and seen hundreds in the fall, let's say. So the birds change, the populations kind of ebb and flow. We have lots of great conservation programs for birds here in Delmarva, from the organizations that are protecting habitat to people that count the birds and all of this. Anyway, we're in a really rich region for birds.
Yes, it is definitely a rich region for birds. So Jim, if people are interested in exploring this region with you on one of your bird tours, where can they check you out?
We're real easy, delmarvabirding.com, and we have all of our tours are up there now from January through June. So we talked this earlier too. Every time we're out here, they change. So right now we're seeing certain species come back in April or May, completely different group of birds that come see. It cycles all throughout the year.
That's exciting. So yeah, you can come now and then come later on in the season to the same exact spot and see a completely different set of birds. That's awesome, Jim. Thank you so much for coming on today. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Kendall. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Jim. Happy New Year to you too, CoastLife. If birding is one of the hobbies that you want to get into this year, here is the perfect place to do it with Jim Rapp on one of his bird tours. And then you can explore a little bit more of the area and all the species that we have to offer here on the coast. But we have a little bit more to offer you as well on CoastLife, so stick around.